Good morning, Peterson Tigers. I'm glad to be with you here today. Today we are going to read a nonfiction book about the rock cycle, how rocks are formed. So let's get started. Here's the book that we're going to read, The Rock Cycle. But first, I want you to make a little piece of paper, a graphic organizer, so we can take notes as we read. So you need a piece of paper. First, you're going to fold it like a book, okay? Then you're going to fold it down like that, okay? So when you open it up, you have 4 rectangles, or you can go this way. Either way, doesn't matter, whichever way you like. Then take your pencil and you're going to draw on the fold lines, okay? Like I did here. See how I drew on the fold lines? Okay, let's get started with our graphic organizer. Remember I said we're going to read about the rock cycle. I'm going to use a pen so you can see what I'm writing. And remember, if you need to pause the video in order to write, I'll probably move a little bit too fast for you. If you need to pause it, it's okay to pause it. So I'm going to write the rock cycle. The rock cycle. Then I'm going to put my name on it. By Miss Close. Okay, let's get started reading, okay? All right. This is called The Rock Cycle, and it's by Catherine Ipsizotti, and it's published by Pebble. There's our table of contents. Remember, that tells us the name of the chapter or the section and the page you start on. Okay, let's get going here. The rock cycle. It's hot under Earth's surface. Rocks melt there. Above ground, water and wind can change rocks. What causes all these changes? It's the rock cycle at work. Look at those pretty rocks. Those are some pretty rocks. Rocks are always forming and changing shape. Changes can take millions of years. Each rock type changes. They are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Okay, so there's 3 kinds of rocks. 3 kinds of rocks. 3. Okay, the first is called igneous rocks. Igneous rocks. Let's put that on our note-taking paper. So I'm going to write it at the top. Igneous rocks. Okay, now let's see if we can find the important details about igneous rocks as we read. Some rocks start as igneous rocks. These are made when magma or lava cools and hardens. Okay, I heard something important there. Made when magma, which is lava underneath the ground, or lava cool and hardens. Okay, I'll put a little dot there because that's my first one. Okay, got that? Okay, let's keep going. Oh, here's another labeled picture. Intrusive rocks are made when magma cools below the Earth's surface. Extrusive rocks are made on the Earth's surface. Okay, they show you intrusive, okay, because they're inside the Earth. Extrusive would be out here, because they're outside the Earth, okay? So let's put that down. Intrusive. I put a little parentheses, inside Earth. Oops. And extrusive. It's on the outside or surface of the Earth. Okay. Okay, remember, you can pause this if you need to stop because I know I'm going too fast, but I have to keep going here. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, next one. This is the next one. Sedimentary rocks. Wind blows rocks into water. Water, wind, and ice break apart rocks. Then wind and water move this sediment to other places. Okay, so the second one is sedimentary rocks. I'm going to go right down here. Sedimentary rocks. Okay, so broken pieces of rock and water moves it. Sediment. That's a sediment. After they break apart, it's called sediment. To other places. Okay, got that? Okay, let's keep going. See what else we know about sedimentary rocks. So here it gives us a little illustration. That'll help. Wind moves pebbles on top of each other. They become heavy. Rocks, sand, and other sediment are pressed together. These layers make sedimentary rocks. Okay, here it gives you a little illustration on it. Pebbles are heavy and fall on top of each other. See, there's the water, there's the pebbles, and they're falling down here on the land. 2. Pebbles are pressed together and make layers. See, they're pressed and they make different layers. 3. More pebbles make more layers. See, they keep making layers. It keeps going and going. 4. These layers make sedimentary rock. So, I heard a couple good things in there to mark here. Okay, they press together, right? And they form layers. Kind of like a layers in a layered cake. That sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, here's our last kind. Metamorphic rocks. Other rocks change below the Earth's surface. Metamorphic rocks change with high heat and pressure. They don't get hot enough to melt. So sometimes they're not hot enough to melt. Okay, so let's see. We heard some important things there. Let's put metamorphic first. Metamorphic rocks. Okay, what did we hear that's important? What's one thing we heard? Change below the Earth's surface. Change below the Earth's surface. Okay, and they change with high heat. High heat and pressure. Pressure is when they're pushing together. So lots of times I can see sedimentary rocks going into metamorphic rocks because they're being changed by heat and pressure. Okay, let's see what this says. The cycle continues. Sediment forms igneous rocks. Sediment from igneous rocks makes sedimentary rocks. Okay, the sediment from igneous rocks, remember it breaks it apart. They make the sedimentary rocks. Rocks are pushed underground and heated to metamorphic rocks. Okay, so this gives you a little illustration about where they are. Here's lava coming from a volcano. The igneous rocks here, see, some of these are intrusive. Okay, now the sedimentary rocks are here because it's forming. See how they form here? And then the metamorphic rocks are way down here. So they're sedimentary rocks under a lot of pressure. That's metamorphic rocks. Interesting. Buildings and everyday objects are made from rocks. Mining for rocks can pollute the air, soil, and water. Safer mining and recycling can help. We use the rocks for lots of different things. Okay, and that's the end. Here's our glossary. See that? That's the end. So, you now have read the rock cycle. And you have a nice graphic organizer that can help you remember the 3 types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Okay, boys and girls, That's it for this lesson. This week I'm going to have 2 lessons though. So if you want to do this one and then the next one, it doesn't matter what order you're doing them in. The next lesson is going to be how to write a kind of poem. Remember when we did the acrostic a couple weeks ago? This is going to be a different type of poem. Hope to see you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.